Another cook was sent home last night on MasterChef Canada.
So unfortunately, we have to say goodbye to Miranda.
Come here. I love you. Yes, Miranda got tripped up when it came to cooking her steak, and unfortunately, that led to her elimination. We've got more on her time in the MasterChef Canada kitchen because Miranda joins us from Edmonton this morning. Great to have you with us, Miranda.
Hi, thanks for having me.
You were making the same face I saw off camera as you did on camera in that elimination round as well, because we were all doing that with you because I couldn't believe it. It all came down to the steak challenge, cutting your steak incorrectly. What happened?
Oh, geez, yeah, epic steak fail there. You know, it's just, I must not have focused just in the hype of the kitchen and the time and the pressure. I turned my steak a little bit. I didn't turn it fully to cut fully against the grain, and it, you know, was supposed to be the star of the dish and unfortunately turned out to be a big flop.
All right, well, why don't we go from flops to the advantages you have? Because we go into the pressure test now, and you were able to switch the ingredient basket. So take us through that challenge.
That was, you know, being able to switch the baskets, you know, definitely I had to think of a bit of a strategy behind there because I was certain that, you know, if I switched my own basket, then I might get criticized for, well, you could have kept your own basket. And if I kept my own basket, I knew that I definitely had to impress because I wasn't disadvantaged as not having my own ingredients. So I thought it was best to just keep my own basket, and I kind of switched everyone else's up to give them slightly different things than what they had in their own baskets.
Aha, okay, so I like that thinking. Let's go a little earlier in the show because you competed in that salmon challenge, and yet you had never filleted a fish before, which is, wow, daunting. So take us through how difficult, like what grips your mind in that moment when you realize what you actually have to do?
Well, first of all, seeing that, like, humongoid salmon, I didn't even realize like, a fish could be that big. And I was like, how am I even gonna, like, carry this, let alone cut the hunk of meat out of it? So, you know, I just kind of assumed I'll just kind of hack near the head and go down and do the best I can, you know, just making sure I didn't get any bones or anything like that in it. But you know, I was like just hoping that I could get a salvageable piece of meat out of that because, yeah, that was definitely something I've never done.
Yeah, intimidating for anybody, indeed, for sure. So listen, last night in the elimination, the judges were saying, wow, you've grown a lot during this competition. Do you feel the same way?
Oh, absolutely. Since day one, being in that kitchen, I would say about 90% of the time I've had to cook things either I don't know what they are or I've never tasted them. So I definitely had to push my boundaries and step outside of my comfort zone and really challenge myself and just not have a chance to be afraid and worry about, well, I don't know what this is or what if I mess up, you know. Definitely just throwing fears aside and just going for it and doing what I gotta do to survive another day in that kitchen.
Yeah, I like the saying, feel the fear and do it anyway, and you seem to embrace every single challenge that was thrown at you with a smile, no less. Listen, we learned at the beginning of this journey that your dream, your culinary dream, was to open a restaurant with your mom. Can you give us any insight? Is that still on the table for you?
I definitely would like to open something one day in honor of my mom. Unfortunately, kind of with her condition with Alzheimer's and stuff like that, I don't really know if it would be too much of a joint venture anymore or just me doing it in honor of my mom. But I definitely have some other exciting things coming up in the future. I'm going to be looking at doing a charity event here with the Alzheimer's Association of Edmonton. I really want to do what I can to bring some support and awareness to that. So I'll be planning a charity event with that. And surprise, I'm pregnant. So pregnant with my first child. I found out it's a little girl, so I'm absolutely, totally excited. I'm gonna name it after my mom. Sunday was her name, so I've got little baby Sunday in there cooking in the oven, and it brings me a lot of joy to know that my mom's legacy can live on with my little ones. So I'll be welcoming her into the world, and I'm working on a website and some web shows and things like that. So lots of exciting stuff coming up in the future here, and I can't wait to get started.
Oh my gosh, congratulations. That is wonderful news. We're so happy you could share that with us this morning.
Thank you. Thank you so much for letting me be able to tell you.
That is phenomenal. Well, listen, so much to celebrate on so many levels, and it's great to see that this is not the last we're seeing of Miranda. Can't wait to see what you do next.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Thank you. We want to remind our viewers you can catch MasterChef Canada. It is Thursday nights on CTV at 9 p.m.